Pleasant day to everyone. Today I will discuss the topic aspects of effective writing from the teaching and assessment of the macro skills, specifically in writing skills. So let us first have the objectives. So at the end of this lesson, the students are expected to define the aspects or elements in effective writing. Next one, elaborate the significance of knowing those aspects of effective writing. And the third one is shows self-reliance while discussing the topic. Before looking at how to teach writing skills, aspects of effective writing can be considered. Correctness and accuracy are needed in the following areas. In writing, we should always consider the elements or in writing an article or any kind of literary piece. If you want to have an effective writing, then you, as a writer, should consider the elements or the aspects of effective writing such as correctness and accuracy. By means of those elements, we can improve or develop our potentials in writing. So now let us proceed to the 7 aspects of effective writing. Grammar. Grammar is important in writing. However, when we speak, we are more likely to use simple grammar and it's easier to get away with incorrect sentences. In writing, every grammar error stands out, which is why it is especially important to know the rules. The first one is the grammar. We all know that grammar is the whole system or what we call the structure of language or languages. It is usually taken as semantics or syntax rather and morphology and sometimes also as phonology and semantics. The rule of grammar helps us to decide the order we put words in and which form of word to use. Also, by means of analyzing the grammar, we can explain how the words are used in a language. From writing to speaking English, we need to learn the 11 grammar rules that are very important in writing. First is use active voice. Second, link ideas with a conjunction. Third one, use a comma to connect two ideas. Fourth one, use a serial comma in a list. Fifth one is to use semicolon to join two ideas. Sixth is use the simple present tense for habitual action. Seventh, use the present progressive tense for current action. Number 8, add ed to verbs for past tense. Ninth, use present perfect for the unfinished past. Number 10, use present perfect progressive for unfinished action and past. And the last one, use past perfect for the first of two past actions. Next is the vocabulary. Being able to choose the most accurate words to express your thoughts in writing is the key to being understood. When we say vocabulary, it pertains to the body of words used in particular language. In short, it is the word that make up a language. It is very important to have vocabulary because it improves all areas of communication such as listening, reading, speaking, and writing. Vocabulary is critical to a child's success because a child's vocabulary growth is directly related to school achievement. The size of a child's vocabulary in kindergarten predicts the ability to learn. And then the third one, we have the spelling. Spelling, there are few spelling rules in English, and the connection between how a word is spelled and how it is pronounced is less clear-cut than in many other languages. Our students need to learn the spelling of each word. Spelling is the forming of words from letters according to accepted usage. We are all very familiar with this term because when we are in elementary and high school, we were doing it so that we can familiarize or memorize the non-familiar words, and by means of this, we can improve our knowledge and skills in analyzing a word. It is somewhat related with clarity. In other words, spelling is the rendering of sound or speech sound into writing. There are some rules in spelling that we usually do. Some of these is or are a, e, o, u. Usually say their name at the end or sometimes at the beginning of a syllable. Also, words are or do not end in V or J. Next, contractions replace letter or letters with an apostrophe to shorten a phrase, just like I'm on my way. The apostrophe is between I and M. Instead of writing I am, we can write I'm. So the fourth one is the punctuation. This helps us understand written text the way intonation helps us understand another person's speech. We are also very familiar with this one, but then we forgot how to use those marks. We all know that there are 14 punctuation marks that are used in English, and we should be aware of how they are used in a sentence. They are period, question mark, exclamation point, comma, colon, semicolon, dash, hyphen, braces, parentheses, apostrophe, brackets, quotation mark, and ellipsis. These marks or these punctuation marks are very important in writing because it separates sentences and their elements, and also they clarify meaning. By means of using these marks, we can interpret what is the tone or the feeling of the author in his writing. Next, we have the layout. Students must be made aware of the conventions of certain forms of writing. For example, informal and formal letters, poems, scientific reports, diaries, faxes, notes, and postcards. When we say layout, it means to spread something out or to arrange things so you can see them easily. If you lay out a group of things, you spread them out or you arrange them neatly so that they can see them clearly or understand them. To lay out ideas, principles, or plans means to explain to or present them clearly. It is just like what we are doing in a document or in a meeting. So to keep the focus of our readers on our technical writing, we need to use white space to draw attentions to headings. And second, widen the margins. Third, add white space between paragraphs. Also, we need to use bullets when appropriate. And lastly, when giving lists, we should give them plenty of spaces. Also, we should be aware of what we are writing and consider our audiences and their focus and their interest. For the sixth one, we have the linking. Learners must consider linking ideas and information across sentences and paragraphs to develop a topic or argument. When we say linking, it means that we join or we connect a idea or an idea to something else, just like what we are doing in writing. When we say a sentence in English, we link or we join them together. Because of this linking, the words in these sentences do not always sound the same as when we say them individually. And from that, we can say that linking is very important in English. Linking words help link sentences to other sentences and paragraphs to other paragraphs. These linking words help to increase cohesion in your writing by connecting these ideas. So it passes clarity to your writing so you can exactly say what you want to say. Some linking words includes besides, because, moreover, indeed, and many more. So the last aspect of effective writing is the writing style or style. Appropriate style should be taught to the students. For example, a written English on a postcard to a friend is completely different from a letter to a government office asking for information. The style in writing can be defined as the way the writer writes. It is the technique that an individual author uses in his writing. It varies from author to author and depends upon one's syntax, word choice, and tone. It can also be described as the voice of the it can also be described as the voice the readers listen when they read the written text. The five common types of writing styles are the narrative writing, argumentative writing, expository writing, persuasive writing, and the last one is analytical writing. When we define writing skills in literature, it is the manner of expressing thought in language characteristics of an individual, period, school, or nation. Beyond the elements of grammar, spelling, and punctuation, writing style is the choice of words, sentence structure, and paragraph structure used to convey the meaning effectively. So, to conclude the discussion for today, we have this conclusion. Writing is an essential skill that students need if they to participate meaningfully and successfully in the modern world. Second, spelling, including technical terms and proper names, is correct. Correct words are used to convey the intended meaning. Generally accepted rules of grammar and syntax are followed, including pronoun-noun agreement, subject-verb agreement, appropriate verb tense, pronoun case, possessive forms, parallel construction, and etc. Punctuation, particularly comma placements, reflects standard usage. And lastly, copy is free of mechanical errors and mistakes in proofreading. So that's all for today, and I hope you learned something from me. Thank you for listening.